Have you ever wondered what emotions really are? A question we've all likely pondered at one point or another. Emotions, in essence, are multifaceted psychological and physiological responses to the world around us. They are our mind and body's reaction to external stimuli or internal thoughts. Think about the last time you felt joy bubbling up from within because you received good news, or the surge of love you experience when you see a loved one. On the flip side, remember the heat of anger when you've been wronged, or the icy grip of fear in a perilous situation. These are all examples of emotions, a wide-ranging spectrum of feelings that we all experience. But it's crucial to remember that emotions are not just feelings. They are complex responses that can have a profound impact on our thoughts, behaviors, and interactions. Emotions, therefore, are not just feelings, but complex responses that affect our minds and bodies. Emotions are not all the same. They're classified into two main types. Let's delve into the world of emotions and their classifications. First off, we have primary emotions. These are the basic, instinctual emotions that we all experience, regardless of our cultural background. Happiness, sadness, fear, anger, surprise, and disgust fall into this category. They are the universal language of emotions, shared by all humans across the globe. Then, we have secondary emotions. These are a bit more complex. They arise from combinations of primary emotions or are influenced by our cultural upbringing. For instance, guilt could be seen as a blend of fear and regret, while pride might be a mixture of happiness and surprise. Secondary emotions add a layer of complexity, creating a rich and nuanced emotional landscape that is as diverse as we are. Through this categorization, we can better understand our emotional landscape. How does our brain process emotions? Well, the answer lies in the intricate dance between our brain structures and chemical messengers. The limbic system, a complex system of nerves and networks nestled deep within the brain, plays a pivotal role in managing our emotions. Within this system, the amygdala acts like an emotional sentinel, keeping a vigilant eye on our experiences and helping us respond to them. The hippocampus, on the other hand, is like a librarian, cataloging our emotional memories and helping us recognize familiar emotional situations. But it's not just about structures. Our brain's neurotransmitters, such as serotonin and dopamine, act like emotional couriers. They shuttle messages between neurons, subtly shaping our moods and emotions. Serotonin, often dubbed the feel-good neurotransmitter, is crucial for maintaining mood balance, while dopamine is associated with feelings of pleasure and reward. So, in essence, our brains are a bustling hub of emotional activity, with various parts working in harmony to process and regulate our emotions. Our brains are indeed the headquarters of our emotional life. Emotions are not just felt, they are also expressed and communicated. We, humans, are intuitive communicators, conveying our feelings through a rich tapestry of expressions, gestures, and tones. Our faces are like canvases, each stroke of emotion painting a picture, from the furrowed brows of worry to the crinkled eyes of joy. Researcher Paul Ekman's work on facial expressions reveals a fascinating truth: the universality of certain emotional expressions. Regardless of cultural and linguistic differences, expressions of primary emotions such as happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, and disgust are recognized around the world. But it's not just our faces that talk. Our bodies speak volumes too. A slumped posture might hint at disappointment, while animated gestures could signal excitement. Even our voices carry the weight of our feelings, with tone and pitch often revealing more than words themselves. Emotions, therefore, serve as a universal language of sorts, connecting us in our shared human experience. Despite the universality of emotions, they are also influenced by culture and individual differences. This fascinating interplay between the universal and the unique adds layers to our understanding of human emotions. Cultural norms and societal expectations have a profound impact on how we express and interpret our emotions. For instance, in some cultures, openly displaying emotions may be viewed as a sign of weakness, while in others, it may be encouraged as a sign of honesty and authenticity. Moreover, personal experiences also play a critical role in shaping our emotional landscape. Our past experiences, both positive and negative, can affect how we perceive and react to emotional stimuli. For instance, someone who has experienced trauma might react differently to certain situations compared to someone who hasn't. So, while we all experience emotions, the way we express, interpret, and manage them can vary greatly. Emotions then are both universal and unique to each individual. Did you know your emotions can shape your decisions? It's true. Our feelings can have a significant influence on our choices. This occurs because emotions generate different physiological and cognitive responses, which in turn can sway our decision-making processes. For instance, happiness may lead us to make more optimistic choices, while fear can prompt us to act more cautiously. Emotions can also impact our preferences and biases. Let's say you're deciding between two options. If one option is associated with a positive emotional experience, you might lean towards it, even if logically, the other option might be more beneficial. This is known as the affect heuristic, where our emotional response to something influences our decision about it. Moreover, emotions can help us make quicker decisions in complex situations. By providing an immediate, visceral response, emotions can guide us towards a decision when cognitive analysis might be time-consuming or uncertain. Emotions, therefore, are not just feelings but also guides in our decision-making processes. Emotional intelligence is a key aspect of understanding and managing emotions. It's a term that captures our ability to perceive, comprehend, and regulate not only our own emotions, but also those of others. Think of it as a kind of emotional literacy, a language that allows us to navigate the complex world of feelings. It's about recognizing an emotion as it arises, understanding what it means and why it's there, and then responding to it in a way that is beneficial and constructive. It's about knowing when to lean into a feeling and when to diffuse it. It's about expressing our own feelings clearly and empathetically, and understanding the emotional cues of others. It's about being in tune with the emotional ebb and flow of our interactions, our relationships, and our lives. Emotional intelligence, therefore, is a crucial skill for navigating our emotional landscape. Emotions are not just random occurrences, they serve a purpose. From an evolutionary standpoint, emotions have served as an adaptive tool, helping our ancestors survive and reproduce. They function as a complex alarm system, alerting us to significant events that require our attention. Take fear, for instance. It's a response to perceived danger, preparing us for fight or flight. This emotion, which might seem negative or unpleasant, has in fact been crucial in ensuring the survival of our species. It's not just about survival, though. Emotions like joy, love, and surprise, they foster social cohesion, strengthening bonds within communities and families. They motivate us, guide our moral judgments, and even influence our decision-making process. Emotions also act as a form of communication. A simple smile or frown can convey a wealth of information, helping us navigate our social world. So it's clear that emotions are more than just feelings. They're deeply ingrained in our biology, shaped by millions of years of evolution. Emotions, therefore, are essential for our survival and adaptation. Emotions are not just abstract concepts. They have real, tangible effects on our health. When we talk about health, we often focus on the physical, diet, exercise, sleep. But our emotional well-being is just as crucial. Recent research has shown a significant link between our emotional state and our physical health. For instance, chronic stress, a negative emotional state, can lead to a host of physical problems, including heart disease and a weakened immune system. On the other hand, positive emotions like happiness and contentment boost our immune system, promoting better health.